Good morning, folks. Billy here. Sorry about the no yoga today. The old arthritis is playing up. So today, this is pure scrap wood. This was part of an old photography backdrop that I had, and these were old antique bed slats, and I'm using a bit of wood from an old antique bookcase as well. This wood here is 6x1 rough sawn pine. The bed slats, I haven't got the measurements to hand, but it's like a pitch pine, really good wood. For what I'm making here, it'll go down really well. It'll be more than strong enough. If you've not already, will you please subscribe to our channel? All the support we get from our lovely viewers is really appreciated. And you know, we love you all, and I hope you all like our videos. So just doing a bit of measuring here. I'm actually going to make something for Stanley today. Obviously, you know, Stanley, my dog's not been too good, and he finds it hard getting in and out the front door, and in the house he finds it in and hard getting up. He finds it hard getting up and down on things. So I'm just going to make him something here that hopefully he will like. But we'll see. He's a funny little dog he is, but let's see. So anyway, measuring up here, I'm just cleaning the ends off, getting it to size, the bits of wood that I actually want. Just be careful with your chop saw, miter saw, whatever you want to call it, and just take your time. This is the first time I've made this. It's actually a dog bed I'm making, but I've never made one before, and I just thought I'd try out with this old scrap wood. And if they're any good, you know, I know it's not going to be perfect, this, but what will happen here, and why I'm doing it out with scrap wood, is because if I do put these into production, what this scrap wood version does, it shows me the best methods of making it, the ins and outs. I mean, the simplest things sometimes are the hardest things to make. Now, you think a dog bed, and I've seen dog beds sell for stupid big money. So, you know, there's a method to the madness here, and I'm using this, so it's a win-win all round. Stanley's getting a new bed, and I'm going to learn about the ins and outs, and so can you. You can turn these over. I mean, what I'm using, 6x1, you could use for the slats at the bottom. You could use like a 2x1 or a 4x1 maybe. It's up to you. But all I'm looking at is the construction and the best way to go forward. I've done a little bit of research on dog beds, and believe it or not, I mean, I'd have put a solid base on the bottom, but you've got to leave an aerated to let air get all round it for the dog. I didn't ever know that, and I'm glad I read up on them, really, to be honest. I'm just cleaning the end off here. I just want to get these boards are all cupped and bowed, rough sawn. Now here he is, he didn't like this. What are you doing? What are you doing? He's saying. Measuring me up. You're measuring me up. You're not taxidermying me. So anyway, when you're messing with old wood as well, check it for nails, all that kind of stuff. I've checked all this. I knew where everything was. But check it. The last thing you don't want to be doing is ruining your blades on your machines. So yeah, just nice and easy through there. Just be safe at all times. So let me know in the comment section where you're all from, what you've been making, what projects you've been on to. I like to know where you're all from, obviously. I keep saying it on every video. But what have you been making? Let me know. And give me some ideas on some projects that you want to see me making. You know, I'm getting a following of the, you know, people that are doing beginner woodworkers that just love it, doing it as an hobby like I do. And it's nice to see some projects. I know I can't see what you're making, but I'll get an idea. Now, this is the old bookcase section. You can see there where pegs were, where shelves were held. But I thought I'd use it up, might as well. Why not? It's better than it going to landfill, isn't it? It's all free wood, and I'm learning. And the dog's getting a bed. It's a win-win. Just let's hope he's happy. He always looks grumpy, does Stanley. So I'm going over this wood here because it's been painted and it's rough sawn and it's very splintery and all that kind of stuff. I'm going over it first with an 80 grit, and then I'll go over it again with a 180 grit, just to get it nice and smooth and get all them rough edges away. You can buy wood planes, so you don't need to put them through a planer. Ideally, I could have put that through a planer, but it's a learning thing for me. So I'm back with this jigsaw that I ate. But what I have found with a jigsaw is the blades I've bought, these Starrett blades, are helping me with this jigsaw. I'm still a bit apprehensive, as you can see here, just taking my time with it, making sure I'm cutting properly. But I want to do this properly because this insert I'm cutting out here will be a future template if I do put these into production. So the bit I'm cutting out will be an opening for the dog to get in and out, or a dog to get in and out of a dog bed. So I'll keep that to one side. I don't want to do the traditional curved type thing, so I've gone like a bit more of a square type design, bit of geometric. You can see a bit there. So up the template goes onto my little rack. So where the dog goes in and out the front of the bed there, I'm just going to route the corners over so he doesn't hurt himself on any sharp edges. So if you're making them, just think on that there. Don't worry, my hand moves away from this router very shortly. There we go. Just take your time. If you're not like confident with these kind of tools, don't be scared of them. Just try them, but just take your time. I don't know what went wrong with my video here, but it speeds up a little bit. I don't know, I've been messing with the settings. But just getting everything nice and square, marking out for holes here. But you can see the shape of that opening. Now on this wood here, really it could have been a little bit higher. But it is what it is. One thing I've learned, obviously, there you go, I've sped up. So everything's nice and square and true. Get yourself a good square, that's what I say. This better a cheap and expensive thing, the Starrett things. So this little old bookshelf section I've cut down to bits is acting as a foot for the bottom and a support for the slats that's going to go across. So it's going to do two things. Which I want to do. It just makes life a lot easier. It serves two purposes. I didn't want to make a support for the slats then have to cut feet separately. You can do that if you want, but you know, here's Shelley now. She's just going to go over that old sort of paint and rough texture with, try and tie everything in with some spirit based stain. This is our go-to colour. Shelley loves it. But we're doing this one because we've got some furniture in the house that I've made and it is this colour. So Stanley's going to be using this bed, so just want to tie it in really. But you paint these, you can do what you want. But if there's any chemicals you're using, multi-surface lacquer here to go over it to protect the paint. But what I will say is look at all the instructions and make sure they are friendly for pets, pet friendly sort of things, because dogs and cats, you can make these for cats I suppose. And here it is, finished dog bed. He's got a cushion coming for here, so I've just put his favourite blanket in there for now. Let me know what you think of it. It's a bit low, but I need it low for him because he's got bad feet. And he's only got little legs, and this was one of the things that was wrong with him. But we've got him a cushion coming. I'll show you that on a future video. There's the slats. That's important to let air circulate, apparently. They could be a bit closer, but it's fine. Another thing I've learned, and there he is in his dog bed. He loves it. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you like this video, and let's on to the next one. And don't forget, show your support and subscribe. Thank you.